Huge shout out to my patrons without whose support I couldn't make these videos. To become a patron or support my OnlyFans page, go to patrickmarano.com. Why is it some men are compelled to cruise public restrooms? What is it about these spaces that they find so appealing? How do they get away with it? And why isn't my microphone real? These are the questions we'll be asking on this episode of Uncovering Gay. It's no secret that a certain population of men enjoy cruising public spaces. We've seen the ramifications of cruising gone horribly wrong. So what is it that keeps them coming back for more? We were able to sit down with a self-proclaimed bathroom cruising aficionado who, for security reasons, prefers to remain anonymous. Thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. Now tell me, how long have you been cruising restrooms?
Oh boy, well, I wasn't very old, and I was at the mall, and I was in a stall, and I remember seeing graffiti, and it wasn't even like gay graffiti, it was like woman and boobs, but I do remember seeing a phone number, if you want a BJ, stuff like that, and I remember thinking, what goes on in these places? And I felt a little tingle down below, and it changed that space from what I always was using it for into something more. There were suddenly more possibilities.
Research shows that men seeking this type of diversion develop certain techniques. Techniques that have been honed over time and perfected to yield the greatest possible results. These techniques, however effective, are not really passed down from gay to gay. Without proper education, when it comes to a new cruiser, there exists a period of trial and error. Let's watch as a new cruiser struggles with signaling their intentions, trying desperately to tell their neighbor that they're gay and looking to play. Over time and with experience, the cruiser eventually gets it right. With the widespread use of gay dating apps and hookup social sites, why continue the seemingly outdated practice of cruising a restroom? Yeah, thanks for that very important question. That's a good one. Honestly, the fact that an app and cruising a bathroom are both sort of used for hooking up and sex is the only similarity, the only thing that they have in common. The apps are so, people hiding behind fake profiles and airbrushed photos and trying to figure out times to meet and then flaking. There is so much time wasted building relationships and bridges with people that amount to nothing in the end, or you show up and it's not even the person from the profile. So many disappointments, and when you're live and in person, what you see is what you get. I mean, it's just the honesty that I appreciate. Much like the mating dance of a jungle bird, we've learned that the restroom cruiser has also developed a highly evolved and sophisticated dance to convey interest in a potential hookup. Notice here as the intricate and highly practiced ritual is executed by slowly revealing a well-presented shoe. Now this moment is key. A dirty shoe could scare off a potential mate, and a wrong brand might arouse suspicion and question motive. The shoe should reflect who you are as a cruiser and what you're looking for. Are you a college guy looking for a quickie on a study break? A businessman on the DL and in between meetings? Or an out-of-towner Texan looking to saddle up? But beware. Studies have shown that a foot appearing in an adjoining stall is often not enough. The signal could be misconstrued as something else. Maybe the man is stretching, reaching for something, or taking a wide stance to wipe his ass properly because the oversized burrito he had at lunch did in fact have green peppers, which give him the runs. And it's because of this, another step has been identified by researchers. Let's watch as step 2 comes into effect. The cruiser begins to tap their foot in a rhythmic motion. Too fast of a tap and their neighbor might mistake them for a crackhead needing a fix. Too slow of a tap and the tapper seems uninterested. Now, according to our audience poll, the biggest issue that people do have with cruising the bathroom is the fact that it's a shared space. How do you reconcile the fact that other people are using that space and not for the same purpose that you are, in which case you may be offending them? Oh wow, another great question. Obviously, this type of behavior is never done with the intention of offending anybody. You don't actually want anybody in there. You don't actually want to get caught. So that is never the motivation behind what you're doing. And in fact, there are schools of thought that what drives somebody to do this kind of behavior, this excitement and this going against the rules and this excitement of getting caught, is actually something that is passed down from generations and generations from our ancestors. It's said that people that discovered the new world and that invented all the new inventions, these are not people that were thinking along the lines of staying within the boundaries of something. These are people that were willing to color outside the lines and were not afraid to go against the grain and really were excited by the idea of doing something that they were told either not to or that couldn't be done. Our reporting has shown that a popular location for bathroom cruising is shopping malls. The transient nature and high traffic seems to lend itself to cruising. Through evolution, the cruiser has been able to adapt to these surroundings and use what's at their disposal. Of course, like all techniques of cruising, how to execute a clean and successful cruise at the mall remains knowledge for only the most experienced of cruisers. Now let's watch this sad attempt by a new cruiser who's using the wrong size bag to hide his feet. The idea, of course, to use an item commonly found at a shopping mall, but the execution still needs some tweaking. With time, the bathroom cruiser will find the right size bag. And finally, what would you say to your fellow gay man that says that your behavior is playing right into the hands of gay haters and homophobic people that say that all gay people are sickos and perverts? All I have to say about people that judge this kind of behavior, either gay or straight, is people in glass houses. Instead of throwing stones at each other, and especially to my gay brothers out there who judge this kind of behavior and say, "Oh, you're making us look bad to straight people." The straight people and the haters that hate us are never going to accept you no matter what. You'll never be straight enough. Your job will never be straight enough. You can't be macho enough. You can never have the right enough haircut. You can't watch enough sports for them to accept you. They hate you anyway. They're gonna judge you. So who cares? You might as well just do you and make yourself happy. Stop trying to impress and fit within the confines of somebody else's rules. Well, you heard it here, folks. For Uncovering Gay, I'm Patrick Marano. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next episode. And for more videos like this one, check out the playlist right here.